Let's get started with this question that's coming from Vinayak Sheth. Now, Vinayak says that he's a freelancer, works as a contract agent, but his employer credits his salary to his bank account directly. His salary is around 22,500 rupees. He wants to know if he needs to file tax returns. Also, his sister is studying in the Government Ayurveda College and is earning rupees 25,000 as stipend. Now, he also wants to know if sister needs to file tax returns. Basic income tax 101 over there, Pannkaj.
Yeah.
What would you say?
See, as far as any person is concerned, he or she is required to file the tax return if his income exceeds the basic threshold limit. The current threshold limit is 2,50,000 per annum. So at 22,500, his total amount yearly comes to 2,70,000. So technically, he is supposed to file his tax return. However, if there are savings in which he has invested, eligible savings, for example, if he has invested in PPF, or if the employer is deducting provident fund, or if he has put some money in Mediclaim, where he is entitled to deduction, and the employer gives the benefit of such deductions, because the employer is supposed to check all the receipts and whatever investments that he has made, and then allow him the deductions. So after allowing such deductions, if his total salary goes below 2,50,000, then he did not file a tax return. But if it is above that, he needs to file a tax return.
Right. So, but he says that he's a freelancer.
Yeah, but he also says that he is getting salary. So I am presuming that he is getting a salary income from, there is an employer-employee relationship, and he is getting salary income. But even otherwise, even if he is a freelancer and supposing it is not salary, but if his income is less than 2,50,000 rupees, then he did not file. But if it is above that, technically when there is no employer-employee relationship, then the deductions under 80C and 80D, which I mentioned about in PPF, Provident Fund, Mediclaim, etc., would have to be claimed in a tax return. So in that case, he will have to file his tax return and then claim. He cannot become his own assessing officer and say that, okay, these are the deductions which I have already got. So then it is better to file the return. But if there is an employer-employee relationship, if the employer is giving form number 16 at the end of the day, then you can go by that form. And if the total in that form is less than 2,50,000 rupees, he need not file a tax return.
Right. But also from the point of, now I don't know what stage of life Vinayak is in, but I'm assuming that he is quite young. He's probably at the, in the early years of his career. If that is the case, would you still advise him that whether or not he, falls in the tax bracket, to just go ahead and file a return in any case?
It's always advisable to do that. And in today's time, I think it is more relevant. It's better to be a taxpayer than to be out of it. Because you will be there on the tax record, and at least you are safe and you are showing whatever income you have.
Right. So what Pannkaj essentially means, Vinayak, over here by filing a tax return is, say your employer is deducting whatever needs to be deducted, and your annual income doesn't necessarily fall into the tax bracket, but do go through the process of filing a return. You will not have to pay any tax over here. What will happen is there will be a paper trail that will be created. The tax authorities will have on record that this is the amount of money that you are earning on an annual basis. It will also help you in future. Now, in future, if you do want to go in for a bank loan, etc., say 5 years down the line, when your income is much more than this, this paper trail that you have set in place, the record that you have with the tax authorities, will also help when you go out looking for a loan. Moving on.
There is a second part of the question where he is talking about his sister.
Yeah, that's a stipend.
That's a stipend. Now, there is no provision under the Income Tax Act which clearly says that stipend is not taxable. So, if the stipend is in the nature of a scholarship, then it is taxable under Section 1016 of the Income Tax Act. But however, otherwise there is a big controversy. This issue is not a settled issue, whether stipend is taxable or not. But as I said, okay, if the stipend is in the nature of a scholarship, or is it an incentive for further learning, or as a reimbursement of expenses that you spend during your learning process, etc., then you could claim it as exempt. But however, there is no clear-cut direction in the Income Tax Act. I would suggest that it is better that you offer it for tax, because the amount is not much, 25,000 rupees, so it will be 3 lakhs of rupees, and on 50,000 you have to pay only 10% tax. So it's better to offer it for tax and be done with it.
Right. So the same theory holds for your sister as well. It's best that both of y'all start filing your returns. Like we said, it's best to create a paper trail, and especially in times like these, you should be on the right side of the tax authorities.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.